What's going on, good people? This is the kid DC Wrestling back at it again with another video. I hope everybody's having a wonderful Thursday or Friday, whatever which day of the week you're watching this video. Um, Usually for the past few weeks, I've been doing like Raw reviews and SmackDown reviews. I haven't done like a one-on-one like real video, but here I am. Um, Anyways, I don't want to waste any time. I'm just gonna get straight to it. Um, I feel like one of the biggest things in professional wrestling, like the number one thing you have to do, is tell a story. I was watching some YouTube videos today, and I was watching Andre versus Hogan at WrestleMania 3, and I looked back at that match and was like, God, from a match standpoint, like a wrestling match standpoint, the match sucked. All right, no disrespect to Andre, may God rest his soul. Hulk Hogan, one of the greatest of all time, but God, yes, that match sucked. But you want to know why that match is so important. You want to know why people still talk about that match to this day because of the story. It was the story of the match. You think about Austin and Rocket, one of the greatest in my opinion, the greatest WrestleMania of all time, WrestleMania 17. It's the storytelling. Undertaker and Shawn and Flair. It's the story that counts. You know what I mean? Like a lot of wrestlers nowadays think that in order to get praised, in order to get high ups, you got to go out there and you got to put on a 5-star match all the time, like 5-star, 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 5-star. And it's just like, man, that's cool and all, but what's the story? You know what I mean? Like, and I bring up, guys like Ricochet and, guys like Ricochet, Gargano, because everybody loves them because they do all these acrobatic moves and just amazed how athletic these guys are. But what's the story? If you get Ricochet and Gargano, you know, at an NXT takeover, what's the story being told? You know what I mean? Because yeah, you'll go around, you'll do flips and acrobatics, and now get the crowd popping, now get the crowd standing up, like this is the greatest thing they'll ever see. But what is the story? And I think that is one of the lost art in wrestling nowadays is that there's no story being told. I think that's one of the many criticisms or critiques that a lot of people have about AEW is that, well, not just because a lot of their storylines don't make sense, but because there's no story. You have to have a story, especially if it's a big time feud. If you have like a big time feud and there's no story being told it, then come on, you know what I mean? Like you got to think about this. Then think about this, for example. Think about Rocky. Like Rocky. One of the best Rocky movies. I know a lot of people say Rocky 4 is great, but Rocky's another Rocky great. Well, all the Rocky movies are great, but that's besides the point. The point is that you know you can't just like Rocky because of the fight scenes, the fight that he had with Apollo, or the where he's running up the steps, the training scenes. You just don't tune in to all that. It's the plot, it's the story. Because Rocky had a great storyline, it had a great plot to get you invested into it. You know, um, like these TV shows, man. They get you invested. It's the story. You know, same thing goes with wrestling. If there's no story being told, then you as the viewer, won't get invested into it. You'll just be invested because of the moves that are being displayed, not the story. So I just think, if you're well, I don't know if an up and coming wrestler is going to listen to this video, but I just want to let you guys know that in wrestling that you got to tell a story, and I think that's one of the number one thing you have to do. You have to tell a story. I mean, like New Japan. Now, everybody praises New Japan for their storytelling. So you know what I mean. So like that's the number one thing that matters. So again, this is just gonna be a short video, anyways. I just want to let y'all know about that, how storytelling like really matters. Like again, I don't care You can do all these flips, all these moves. You can do whatever. But if you don't give a story, then if you can't tell a story, then I'm come on. I'm just gonna be like, oh, great match, but no story. So nah. Um, and to give you a storytelling presence in today's wrestling, Roman Reigns versus Jey Uso. I mean, Roman just beating the hell out of Uso, but Uso just like won't stop fighting. Or you can even say Kofi versus Bryan at Mania. So like I just I bring up Hogan versus Andre because that was a match that was boring. Again, sorry to those guys, but it was the story. But the story was there, and again, probably one of the main problems with AEW is that maybe consistently they can't tell that story. But anyways, y'all, that's just my opinion. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section. Does storytelling matter in wrestling? Because again, me personally, I think it does. So yeah. So anyways, that's the video, guys. Tomorrow night I will be doing a Friday Night SmackDown review, and let me know, guys, what video do you want me to do? Like, if there's any, well, if you have any video requests, just put them down in the comment section. Like, subscribe, tell your family, tell your friends about the good old kid from the block, DC Wrestling, and so yeah.